ever hear that song, do you?
First time.
Sweet Georgia Brown. That famous song is, of course, connected with the Harlem Globetrotters, and they are in St. Louis January 2nd at the Scottrade Center. And it's always a pleasure to welcome back one of the Harlem Globetrotters, number 40, Slick Willie Shaw. Slick Willie Shaw. Mr. Shaw, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Thanks for having me.
You got it. How long have you been a Harlem Globetrotter?
This is my 11th season with the world-famous Harlem Globetrotters.
11th?
11th season.
11th year?
Yes, 11th year.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
So you've gone from the jokes being played on you to you playing the jokes?
Absolutely. The tables have turned.
How did you come to be a Harlem Globetrotter?
Well, I was playing in Vegas in an all-star game 11 years ago at the time when the owner, head coach, and the scout was there. They wanted me to bring my talents to the Globetrotters and flew me out to L.A. the next couple of days. And I've never seen the Globetrotters play a day in my life. Of course, I heard of them.
Right.
So my first game ever was at the Staples Center, 15,000. You
had never seen the Globetrotters.
To my first game.
Wow.
Yeah.
So your first Harlem Globetrotter game was the game you played in.
Played in. So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, man, clapping, but in awe, and then realized I had to play at the same time.
Really?
Yeah.
So you didn't see them on Gilligan's Island then?
Nope.
Or
No.
the Brady Bunch?
Or Scooby-Doo before that.
The Harlem Globetrotters, iconic.
Yes.
One of the most iconic performances. It's half sports, half art, half. I mean, what is the Harlem Globetrotters?
Absolutely. It's a team that's been around for 89 long years, creating positive memories for people. You get a chance, of course, with some of the best athletes in the world, jumping ability, dribbling ability, shooting ability. And then you have to be able to entertain people as well, And that's one of the, one of my favorite things of being a Globetrotter. It's more than just a game of basketball. We have fun, we entertain, might pull a lady out, pull you out, dance with you on the court. So you always have to be on your P's and cool. You might get a bucket of confetti or a bucket of water. So you never know.
So do they teach you all these different stunts, or do you just come up with them yourself?
No, absolutely. You definitely learn while you're in the organization, because the only thing I knew how to do before I came was just spin the basketball on my finger. And then I'm spinning it on the wrong finger, A lot of people spin the ball on their middle finger, which you don't want to be like this, hey, to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like this, hey. But so I had to realize, no, you spin it on your index finger, So,
Right.
Yeah.
And do you play a real team? I mean, another team that you play, are they like a...
So this year is the 2015 Washington Generals Revenge World Tour. We haven't played the Washington Generals in over 5 years. Mm-hmm. So these guys last time they beat us was 1971 at a buzzer beater. So these guys, they want to relive that moment. So therefore, we taking on the challenge. So we are going to play the Washington Generals this year.
Well, now hold on a second. So this is the biggest losing streak in the history of sports.
And they want to come back.
How did they win the one game?
By a buzzer beater.
But I mean, what happened? Did the Harlem Globetrotters had an off night? I mean, none of the half-court shots went in?
I guess so. They just heaved one up. I guess the half-court shot for the other team went in instead of ours, and they won at a buzzer beater, 100-99. January 5th, 1971.
Okay, you guys play everywhere because
Yes.
you played in my little hometown of Quincy,
Absolutely.
Illinois when I was little.
Absolutely.
I mean, really, how many games do you play a year? And
We
you
play-
go all over the world.
Yes, all over the world. We play over 310 games this year. We're playing the North America tour, yes.
Wow.
So it's nonstop. I've been blessed to travel the world. As an organization, we've been to 122 countries, entertained over 140 million fans. Myself, I've been to 73 countries. So I'm living a dream. I'm somebody from the Bronx, New York. Guy from the Bronx, New York, and been blessed to go to, top of the Eiffel Tower, with the Harlem Globetrotters, Roman Coliseum.
You have to be able to play basketball.
Yes, absolutely.
But more importantly, you have to be able to be a showman, too.
Absolutely.
Right? It isn't just basketball skill.
It has to be an entertainer.
How much of that was natural, and how much of that did they have to pull out of you?
Well,
Other showman side.
coming from the Big East, it was just hard-nosed basketball, 40 minutes of hard-nosed basketball. So it took me about 3 years to adjust to, to entertainment side, to doing the YMCA, and things of that nature.
Where'd you go to college?
St. John's University.
St. John's?
Yes.
The Red Storm?
Yes.
Oh.
When the Big East was the Big East.
Yes, when the Big East was the Big East.
Yes.
So I was asking McGraw about Metal Lark Lemon, because that's who I remember.
Yes,
growing
absolutely.
Up. So do some of the older guys, are they still playing, or are they there? They teach you guys some of this stuff?
Man, if you could play in your 70s, man, I need to take some of that medicine they taking. But no, they're still around the organization. If we go to play in their hometowns, they definitely will come up to the games. And actually, Curly Neal's still with the organization. He does a lot of ambassador of goodwill work, and a great guy. Probably one of the most recognizable athletes that I ever been around. You know, and
does Manny Jackson still own the Harlem Globetrotters?
Manny Jackson does not own the Harlem Globetrotters anymore. Yes.
He saved them.
Yes, he has.
I mean, they were almost bankrupt.
Absolutely.
Came in and sort of revitalized it.
He took over in 1993 and saved the Harlem Globetrotters. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, we were talking before you got here. Bob Gibson, former Harlem Globetrotter.
Absolutely.
So you guys are schooled in not only current but also past people who have sort of come by.
Absolutely. Will Chamberlain, you know. It was
That's
a
right.
lot of great people to put on the red, white, and blue.
Yeah. Can you teach Kelly Jackson how to spin a basketball?
I can.
Will I mess up a nail, though?
Don't worry about it.
All right. Okay.
All right, here we go. Slick Willie Shaw, number 40 in the program, number 1 in your heart, is going to now teach Kelly Jackson how to spin a basketball on her finger.
I'm gonna file a nail on this thing.
All right, see that, Kelly Jackson?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
I don't believe it.
You want to take my job, Kelly?
We all know the confetti. We all know the umpires, the referees, and all that. Anything new with that sort of is 21st century Harlem Globetrotters?
Well, as you can see, we have this camouflage basketball here.
Yes.
For the first time ever, the Harlem Globetrotters, we will be honoring any hometown hero in every city that we play in. We also will play this special basketball portion throughout the game, you know, to represent, to show our honor to the men and women who serve, you know, our country.
It is fantastic.
Great.
Number 40, Slick Willie Shaw with the Harlem Globetrotters. HarlemGlobetrotters.com for more information. January 2nd, Scott Trade Center. That's all we need to know, right? January 2nd, Scott Trade Center?
Absolutely.
One game?
What game? One game.
Okay.
Washington Generals.
Washington General 2015 World Revenge Tour. Hey, St. Louis, the game lasts 4 quarters, but the memories last a lifetime.
That's what I'm talking about.
Slick Willie Shaw, ladies and gentlemen. Slick, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me this morning.
7:58 here. Quick check. St. Louis Closet Company traffic.